How to negotiate more than just price. We've been in a low inventory environment for the past few years, and it's looking especially tight this year. What's often missed, though, is there is so much more to an offer than just price. The best offer is not just about the highest price. It's not the end-all be-all. To have it just be one of the potential terms, though, you've got to figure out the rest of the available terms, and the only way to figure that out is to ask. As we're moving to a more digital industry, I'm amazed at how little communication takes place between agents and the missed opportunity to negotiate. I know you've all had listings before where you've received an offer in your email and you had no idea it was coming because the agent never called you. You've probably also received offers where you never talked to the agent at all. They didn't call you before they submitted, nor did they call you after. They just emailed the offer in on a competitive situation and expected that was it. So much for representing the client the best way possible. I've always coached my agents to call the listing agent and ask lots of questions. I've found numerous times that the listing agent hadn't asked their own client about what the seller really cared about, but if you can dig into that, it opens up so much more for your client. What does the seller care about? It's often not about the price. I recently spoke with an agent about a transaction that they knew was going to be competitive. The agent expected everyone would be in about the same price range, but she knew that there were some different contingencies that her buyer had that others might not, and that they were certain that they would be competing against other cash buyers. Knowing the current trend was that agents do not talk to each other, I believe most of the other agents representing buyers would just send over an offer. So instead of just sending over an offer, I advised my agent to call the listing agent and start asking questions. The conversation went as follows. Is there anything specific the seller would like? Oh, just the best terms, good price, and a 30-day close. Okay, sure. Any specific reason for the 30-day close? Yes, my client wants to buy a house in another state where she got a new teaching job and needs the equity. Okay, great. Now this was the middle of April when this agent was having this conversation. So they then asked, well, if the seller wants to close so that they can get the cash, but has to finish out the school year here, would she like a free rent back period so she doesn't have to move to temporary housing? The listing agent's response, oh, actually, yeah, I hadn't thought about that, but I'm sure she'd love it. Bingo. All other things being equal, my agent had just found out something beyond price that is going to make their offer stand out. If their offer were the same on price as everyone else's, the agent now had some leverage on how they could get their offer to the top of the stack. And sure enough, they got the property because of it. Now this is just one example, but it goes along with the same theme of everything I've been talking about. Master some basic skills and you can thrive. Listening and asking the right questions are what differentiates the successful from the mediocre in this business. Listen, ask, and learn, and you'll become elite. That's it for today. So go work hard, ask some questions, be nice, and you can help your clients get their dream home.